Hey everyone, welcome to Tellor Dev Call, April 24th, 2023. Should be a nice, exciting week. So this is, I know we had said that this week we're going to have a special guest. We're going to post that video separately. We're just going to interview him in like an hour and then we'll post it. So this is just the normal dev call. If you want the interview with him, Justin, look at probably the next video posted. So anyway, yeah, fun time. So we'll just start off, go around, see what people are working on, what we can do. First thing, Brenda, we have Filecoin is, if you saw, deprecating their testnet that has been live for all of about a month. And they're deploying to a new testnet, so we have to go deploy to their new testnet. So
Great.
It'll be fun. Yeah. Anyway, that's
Perfect.
that's what we can do today. All right. Tally, last thing.
Hey, it's good. I merged into main the support for EVM call, and also it works for other query types as well. The support in the auto disputer. I also knocked out the nonce bug that Spuddy was getting that was preventing disputes. And then I'm trying to add the chain ID, like the current chain ID, to the log of the auto disputer, because otherwise it's kind of confusing. Otherwise you don't know what network you're on or which network the logs relate to.
Cool. And then let us know whenever you pick up a Tally issue which one you're going to grab.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. Dan, those things.
Good. I'm still working on cleaning up the decoded query data in the auto test to make it look like the hard-coded label does.
Nice. Akram?
I'm working on the tell your feeds issues that were posted last week. There's a bunch of them, but I don't think they're that difficult, so I'm hoping to finish them today.
Is the mimicry bug fixed?
That's one of them.
Oh.
There's a bunch of them. I'm not even sure which one you're speaking of, but there's one that I guess if there's a bad response, but I guess that goes for not just mimicry, but all of them. It's trying to decode the value is getting an insufficient petabyte, so just gonna add a try catch for that, so that should be easy. Another one that's happening with the prices, I think, becoming lower than they should be. I know Spuddy said there might be something with NFT Go, but I think also it might be, I'm wondering if CoinGecko is rate limiting or if it's returning a zero response, so I'm just gonna catch for that. And yeah, there's other ones too. So.
Cool. All right, Ryan.
Yep. Got Sepolia network up and running. So if you want to merge that PR, that would be
I think I did, didn't
great.
I? Data feed?
Yeah.
All right, I'll check.
Okay. So yeah, now I'm just gonna go focus on understanding Zondax so we can get Filecoin up. And good to know about the new testnet, so I didn't get that started.
Yeah. Cool. Tim.
Yeah, I just got like the last tale of Owen and Frank's different changes to parity integration. So yeah, Frank had a couple changes over the weekend to the palette. Yeah, so I'm just wrapping that up on my end, and then I think I'm about ready to move on to something else whenever some time opens up pretty soon here.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think hopefully that whole thing wraps up here shortly. And yeah, excited to see if people actually use it. So, Spuddy, over to you.
I got a lot of boring stuff on my to-do list. Mostly this has to do with, reporting on test nets.
Oh, we got a guy, he reached out to me. He asked if we could do API calls. I said yes, but there's reasons why not. Anyway, he's going to be doing it on Mumbai. So
Okay.
watch out for him. So anyway, Brenda, anything?
I'm gonna finish up the tutorial for parity today. And then I do have a few questions on the palette side, but I think I got most of it done now. So
Nice.
Yeah.
Ryan, any questions from the community? It's funny.
Yeah, we got we got a list from Slick Mick. We can go through here.
Wait, is there any above him before that? Scholar has one up here. Should I read it?
Yeah, go for it.
Scholar says, is there any merit in reducing the TRB in mainnet and sharing TRB to Polygon and Optimism? There may be a lot of token issuance that is only needed currently to cover gas costs. I'm going to skip some of this.
I think he means time-based rewards.
Oh, TBR.
Yeah.
It was not a typo. He did TBR for time-based rewards.
Yeah.
Sorry. So he's saying, is there any way to like bootstrap the L2s with more time-based rewards?
Yeah. Unfortunately not. So like when we start, like when we can't actually edit where those time-based rewards go now. And even if we could, so like, when we were setting it up, the problem was which L2s do you do? That's really, really hard to figure out. And then how do you bridge it over? A lot of these L2s have trustless bridges, but some of them do not. And then especially like from our smart contract to bridge it over into the Oracle contract on another chain, making that whole process trustless is super, super hard. So we decided to do the easy thing and not do it. Yeah, no, I mean, like there were technically ways, I think, we had thrown around the idea like, well, like based on like, if you had like 20% of the stakes over on Polygon or the TRB bridged over on Polygon, then the rewards could go over, but it adds so much complexity and potentials for people hacking and trying to steal time-based rewards. So mainnet it is. Hopefully though, we will start seeing, we had thrown around these ideas with a lot of L2s and nobody's really taken us up on the offer, but like whenever we get grants over there, if they want to like bootstrap reporting, like we
could do it with an auto pay.
You could
create an auto pay like a time-based reward.
Yep. Well, or you could just throw it in the time-based reward over there too.
You can?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yep. You can.
Cool.
Any others?
He asked about changing the Discord ranking system, but I think that's for another day. So now it's to Slick Mick. You want to do Slick Mick?
Yes. Good old Slick Mick here. So first question is, can we develop an open source AI reporting agent to allow anyone to become a Tellor reporter?
Yeah.
We have an open source client that works great already. I highly doubt that AI would be able to make one that works by itself. Because the current,
But I mean, like,
currently AI doesn't know how Tellor works.
Yeah, but I mean, like the thing is like, what we're using AI to make one, or we're having AI become the reporter. Those are like two sort of separate questions, I think. Yeah, if AI is becoming the reporter, there's like Tally, I think, had already thrown up like a chat GPT response. Like you can ask Tellor for somebody can enter in a chat GPT query and we can bring the result on chain, and that's sort of like an AI generated result, as good as you could possibly get one. So yeah.
Number 2, how can we ensure the safety and reliability of AI reporters without allowing AI to have full control over the protocol?
Yeah, I mean, we're
You
like,
have to train AI for starters, so it's not like it's gonna take over immediately. You have to train it, and then if it takes over and you just trained it wrong, you're gonna get a lot of really bad answers. So I don't know.
and this is, a lot of people talk about like AI and blockchain, and there's kind of a dichotomy between, decentralizing things and then AI. Like AI is almost naturally centralizing in a lot of ways. Like if you think like ChatGPT is running on someone's computer, like it's not this decentralized network of people, this swarm technology that's bringing back the result. No, it's just on some supercomputer in a warehouse. Like that's all it does, and it's more centralizing. And part of the reason it actually grows more centralizing is like, let's say you have all of the data behind some AI, it's this open source database. What could possibly make your AI better than anyone else's? If you just give it a bunch of proprietary data. So in the long run, like you want to sort of silo off more and more proprietary data for your AI and keep it closed source, because then you'll have a better AI than everyone else. So it actually runs kind of in the centralizing fashion, whereas we're trying to push everything more in the decentralized way. So maybe there's some way to balance it out. But
if I ever find out that the AI has gone rogue and taken over Tellor, I'm gonna bring it to the team and say, hey guys, we should slash the AI out of the system, and then we'll go there.
Yes. But anyway, these are all purely hypothetical. I don't and then it's obviously a gorgeous AI, and Spuddy falls in love with it. It ends Tellor as we know it.
If I fall in love with the AI, I can't help with the takedown.
3, can we modify the reward distribution system to make it more equal and decentralized for all staked reporters?
Answer for the easy one is no, we can't change it. But then the harder question is like, should we change it, or is that a goal? And we've thrown this one around for years as we go about in the protocol, and it's really, really hard. What are you paying people to do? Is equity in a lot of way a desirable goal for the system? Or is that just something more egalitarian that in the moral system you're trying to create? Not necessarily does it do anything to create a better, more secure oracle. Two sort of separate questions.
It might seem like this would make the system more decentralized, but if you have control of the system in a way where you can distribute who gets the rewards, then the centralization is over here, like who gets to decide who gets the rewards and how much they get. You'd have to add centralization in another part of the system.
Well, and I mean, even if you didn't have to add centralization, a lot of people were saying, like, you had proof of work for Ethereum, and it was sort of naturally centralizing in a way that, proof of work like in Bitcoin, there's like 3 guys who produce like 60 to 70% of all the mining rewards, and then it was the same in Ethereum. These giant pools, centralization pops up, and so we moved to proof of stake, and everyone's like, okay, well now all you have to do is stake, and you get rewards, and it's going to be great and equal. But yet, there's like giant big staking pools that control the vast majority of it, and it's also naturally centralizing. So it's a lot harder, and this is a question that ultimately Tellor isn't. That's not really our aim to fix, but we're very interested in.
Number 4, is it possible to implement a token burn mechanism similar to Ethereum's EIP 1559 to counterbalance inflation?
Yes. I mean, we could have done that. We can't change it now, but you could have done that. I think we didn't necessarily want to do that. So there's a lot of problems at least in my mind, with deflationary tokens. Inflation is a sort of a powerful tool that you can use, and it's not something that, especially the minuscule inflation we kind of have now, it's not something that you really necessarily need to shy away from.
TRB inflation is really, really tiny.
Yeah, and it does a lot for the protocol.
Yeah.
You can use inflation in a lot of ways. Making a deflationary system, basically, like if you have deflation, what it does is it rewards people for just holding, not necessarily for using it, and you're almost punished if you do use it. Whereas in inflationary systems, you're sort of punishing the holders in a little bit of a way to subsidize the actual usage of the system.
It also makes actual usage of the system more expensive.
Yes. If in order for people to hold and,
Yeah.
and feel better about their asset going up in value. So like
People who want to use
yeah.
the system have to spend more money.
Yes. So you want to support usage and actually grow because usage is growing, not because people are going to hold it because it's this pseudo Ponzi scheme deflationary token.
Yeah.
So.
And that's our target. We want people to use it, not hold it.
Yes.
Liddy token.
Can Tellor become a sovereign roll-up to reduce gas costs and capture more value for TRB stakers?
I like this one. So yes, you could. So the idea would be like Tellor could go to its own blockchain, and then TRB could be like, the native assets on this blockchain, and then everything could sort of be bridged from there. The hard part, so like Tellor is a really unique system in that we're sort of on every chain, but like we're not, the system is like identical on every chain. They're like very sort of these separate discrete systems. It's not like this one monolithic reporting chain and then everything, the results are passed around the various pieces. And that's one of the problems with doing a sovereign rollup. So like, if we made our own L2, then, if you wanted a value on optimism, like you would report it to the Tellor L2, but then you would need to bridge it somehow over to the optimism piece. And that's always the question is like, well, how does it get there? You could use like the Ethereum path of least resistance, like using the trustless, sequencers on that path, but that gets really, really hard and it makes it really, really slow. Or, and if you're trying to go to Polygon, it's, 20, 30 minutes to get from Ethereum to Polygon with, their data bridge. So it's just not very fast and it gets really, really hard. And so I think there's a lot of problems with doing it, and that's why we chose to sort of be it. But yeah, like the sovereign rollup approach, that's like actually like Witnet. I think Pyth does something similar to that. They have these like sort of separate chains, and it works in a lot of ways, and you can do a lot of really, really cool things with data validation. But then bridging it to chains for actual usage is still really, really hard. Sort of makes sense. Yeah.
The Oracle problem again, because if you have the data, so oracles take data from the internet and write them to the blockchain. If you have data on another blockchain, you need an oracle for that data to get into the chain that you want it.
Yeah.
So that's another oracle problem.
Maybe a different one.
It's a different one.
Yeah. So pros and cons.
And Tellor reporters can hold values from the other chain, but that's not reducing the cost for the user at all.
Yeah.
Cool. How can we improve Tellor's marketing campaign and reach more developers and builders? Would an AI marketing agent help achieve this goal?
Man, not really the marketing guy here, but I did just start a Lens. Did you get a Lens?
Nice.
Lens is Ave's new social media, so you guys should go follow the Mandalore. I have 0 followers as of now because I just started this morning, so you can come be. You can sign up with your Ethereum wallet. And, I don't know.
I thought I'm confused.
Lens protocol.
No, but
it's like, well, it's more, right now it's like a decentralized Twitter, but they have like there's a decentralized YouTube and a decentralized Medium for articles, and there's a whole bunch of stuff that's kind of in that ecosystem. So I don't know. I'll bite there. But yeah, no, AI marketing sounds great. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, there was a follow-up. Are you open to discussing these ideas and exploring potential implementations with a non-technical contributor like myself? Definitely, Slick, Mick, if you want to pop in, we have the biz dev and marketing channels, so we can have a open discussion there. Definitely open to ideas.
For sure. All right.
That's it. Yep.
Cool. All right. Well, thanks everyone. And yeah, we shall talk to you guys next week.
Bye.
Thanks.